So, have you ever taken your child to a show, even a movie, or even when they watch a show and see their favorite character? You probably know where we're going with this. Those little eyes just light up like light bulbs. At that very moment, there's absolutely nothing that's going to take away their attention.
Oh yeah, I have seen that reaction more times than I can count, and I love it every time.
Now, what you need to do is bring the kids around, because it's about to happen again. Here's why. We would like to introduce you to Kimberly Becker. You may not recognize Kimberly Becker, but you will recognize Kimberly Becker when she plays Mrs. Darling this weekend as she's ice skating around the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is amazing. We've been having a little conversation here before we actually came back on camera about what it's like to do what you do. You really started getting interested in this at the age of 9.
Yes. Yes, I started ice skating when I was 9 years old. I was living in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
And then my family moved to Denver, Colorado, and ice skating is huge in Colorado, and I just kind of kept going, and I got a couple more coaches and just blossomed from there.
So how did you go from, get to Disney on Ice? I mean, you didn't compete, or?
I did compete when I was growing up, all through high school kind of, and then when I was getting to be about 18 and graduating high school, I wasn't super thrilled about college, and I still enjoyed skating, and I was just kind of confused as to what I really wanted to do. And my coach had skated with Disney on Ice when he was growing up, and he just thought that it was something that I would really enjoy. So he encouraged me to send in an audition tape, and I got the job. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it for 1 year, travel for 1 year, skate, and then go to school. And 9 years later, I am still doing it. So you could say I'm still deferring.
Still deferring, okay. Now, you make it look so beautiful, so casual, so relaxed, so fun, but it's not that easy. What is your typical day like?
Oh, I mean, we are technically professional athletes, and so we do have to train pretty much constantly. We go to the gym on our days off because we have several days off every week, a couple days to go and see the sites in whichever city that we're in, to keep up our, our stamina by working out and whatnot, trying to eat healthy, which can be difficult while living out of a suitcase and in a hotel room, but we do try. And then once we open, typically we open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just depending on the week, and then we've got shows pretty much throughout the weekend, and you just keep going, and I mean, we love to do it, so it happens pretty naturally.
and your audience is full of young fans who would just dream of being in your shoes. What's it like to have all those kids look up to you?
It's crazy because there are so many young kids, but it's also the parents and the grandparents. They love it too. They're up singing and dancing, and I think just to see the smile on their face and to really see how much fun they're having, it's as much fun as we're having. And I mean, it's an incredible experience pretty much every single time. Yeah, it brings a smile to my face, gives me little butterflies, every show.
I hate to ask this question, I really do, but I'm going to anyway. Have you ever fallen? And what do you do?
It is live entertainment, so it's always kind of spontaneous. You never know what's going to happen. We do try our best, but we aren't perfect. We're human, but it happens. Of course, you play it off and you keep going. Yeah, it's about the story and it's about the kids having a good time, and we go out there and try to do our best every time.
You just get right back up and
exactly.
keep going.
Keep going.
That's a great life lesson.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Okay, so we like to ask guests to tell us something that people might not know.
Sure.
So is there one thing that we might not know about your job that might surprise us?
Yeah, Disney on Ice presents Passport to Adventure is the show here this weekend, and I think something people don't realize is how much work is put into setting the show up every week. We have a crew that travels with us as well as along with the skaters, and it takes them about 11 to 12 hours every week just to set up the ice and everything around the ice and the set behind it and the lights and the costumes, and there's just so much work put into every performance. And when you come to the show, it's about 2 hours of kind of escaping and going into like a little Disney fantasy land, and we love to give that for every 2 hours, but it does take a ton of work to set up and to take down and to travel to the next city, because we're in a different city every single week, and I've been to every continent except for Antarctica with this company, so I mean, it's a lot of traveling.
Oh my goodness.
And what's it like, I mean, being on the road that much?
It was definitely an adjustment. It's not for everyone, but it is I mean, it's unreal. I've gotten to see things that I never dreamed of and to meet people. That's the really cool thing too. You know, I was in Japan for 4 months and just the culture there is so different than it is anywhere else. And so it is, I mean, it's an adjustment to live out of a suitcase, like I said, and in a hotel room, but it's kind of this experience that I don't think I would have ever had if it wasn't for skating or for Disney on Ice. So I enjoy every minute of it.
Does it make it tough being away from family?
It does, of course. I mean, that's probably the hardest part. You know, we've all got families at home that we miss, but we do try and talk to them often, and it gives them also an opportunity to come and visit us and see the show and see a couple of countries or, you know, cities that they wouldn't be able to. But it goes by really fast. Like, we're gone, you know, 7 to 8 months a year, but it flies by. I mean, we're going home in 2 weeks, and I feel like I just left a few months ago.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So the show is called Passport to Adventure.
Yes.
What can we look forward to seeing?
There's 4 amazing stories. Mickey and Minnie take us on this journey to Africa with the Lion King. We go to Neverland with Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. We go under the sea with Ariel and Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. And last but not least, we trek up to Arendelle with all of your favorites from Frozen. We have Anna, Elsa, Olaf, and the kids just love it. And the music's amazing, and the skating is really great, and it's just an awesome experience.
You really do like what you do.
I do.
Don't you?
I know, it's hard to lie about. I do. I enjoy it.
All right, and if you would like to see Disney on Ice, Passport to Adventure, it is Friday at 7:30, Saturday 11 a.m., 3:30, and 7:30, and then Sunday 2 shows, 1:30 and 5:30 p.m. All the shows are at the Wacomico Youth and Civic Center. That is in Salisbury. And if you'd like more information, including how to get tickets, just go to our website, delmarvalife.com.
So, Kimberly, the soon-to-be Mrs. Darling, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Do you tell a skater to break a leg? It's a performance, right?
You're asking me.
It's been said. It's been said. You can say it.
Have a great show.
Have a good one. Yeah.
Okay.